South to wrap up. Thanks.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over, and it's Matt Ryan at quarterback in his 12th season now. Better than 4,900 yards, third best in the league, but the Falcons did not have things go their way last year, finishing 7-9, a full 6 games out of first place.
25. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete to open things up. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
Well, look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, Kamara. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the 1st down line first and foremost to stop them there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Keep playing. Ready. 95, 56.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 18 carries, 75 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. On first down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way. On third down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. The drive starts with a completion left side. These two teams all tied after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Breeze now. Over the middle, complete. It's Miles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To throw, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. 59. Come this way, here we go.
On play action, now Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. Big hold of the 30. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
7 yards there and a first down. Breeze now on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan is complete to Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as they'll host the Washington Redskins. Then in the afternoon window, all eyes will be on Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it'll be the Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, we wrap up Thanksgiving weekend with a couple of teams that have gotten to know each other in the playoffs, the Patriots and Texans from Houston. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Kamara off the draw, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Play action, Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he loses the football a second time. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
Now Ryan on second down. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
95-56.
Running with Kamara. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Complete to Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan over the middle, complete. It's Gray. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can. Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half. And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Ready, 43 is the mic. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man, it's Stacker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big. I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw is Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Take it at the 37. Green flexing his muscle. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Breeze now to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we kept this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miles. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a juke.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Kill. Sammy.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the screen.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Saints, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock his...
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
See. Oh, damn!